The strangest thing happened when you were away this last time, Edit. I heard a very long echo, and it sounded rather like a dwarf shout. It came from the northeast of here. Will you go explore? I should like to head back to the Dolphin View. Right. So wants us to go over there. Would you look at that? Pray, the place is crawling with Moria overseers now. So this area matches the description he gave us, which I did not read. I just accepted to go here. And a dropped journal and a rucksack close to a crevasse. That is ominous. This rucksack may indicate the source of the strange echo heard by Wigfast. It appears to have once been owned by a dwarf, but the dwarf is nowhere to be found. Your strong suspicion is that he fell right through the perilous crack in the path, but what was he doing so far from any established hubs in Moria? We'll ask the journal. Opening the waterways is the first one. The journal indicates that there should be an old waterway running beneath the bridge north here through the Dwarf Lord's Gate. It should be providing water to the Dolphin View, but it appears to have been closed. There should be a pair of levers on a bridge that can be thrown to open the old waterway. The fallen dwarf seemed to want to do this very task. You should take over this in his stead. There's another quest. This journal page describes a hope to reach the old libraries of Khazad-dûm known as Katub Sahar. The dwarf who owned this book was seeking an old text within which is rumored to detail the ancient methods of blending mithril with other metals, along with many other secrets of its proper forging. It seems a worthy search. You should continue the fallen dwarf's quest. Alright, so this questing here is the long echo, which is essentially complete the objectives. So you take that out of the way so it doesn't confuse you. And the first one is the levers. They're right there on the bridge. This bridge, by the way, is where you go over to Durin's Way. In Durin's Way, there's the Chamber of the Crossroads, and the Chamber of the Crossroads is where Pippin threw the stone in the well in the books, because the Chamber of Masterbull is in the books somewhere here. So the 21st hall, they walk in, there's the Chamber of Masterbull. Pippin throws a stone in. That actually happens here. And here you can choose like 3 ways to go in. Kind of. There's no cave like in the. There's no cave like in the movies, but there are like 3 ways you can go, or at least 2. There are 2 ways. Like you can go this way, you can go this way, but you can also there are 2 ways. Like you can go directly to the 21st hall, which I suspect they took this road actually, and then the Chamber of Muscle. I don't think they went over here. No. But it's a beautiful place to go anyway. And so now we're at the same place we were earlier with Falger's papers are. And this cave claw is going to attack me. Oh, wrong one again. Let's read Folger's papers. These papers are full of runes you do not recognize, translated into the common tongue. It means nothing to you, but the strange runes are of some interest. For they do not look to be any language that you recognize. The papers are signed Falgeir's twist tongue. Alright, we can do that. Is that the only thing we have to do in the library? No. Still have to find the tome. We don't need to fight them because they do not aggro. Well, I found it. So everything leads us back to the Dolphin View, and that's where we go. By the way, this place is probably a great place to farm magnificent hides, which is used by foresters. For the way back, I would go here. You can go through the camp down there. Probably going to aggro some folks, but there's a stair right here, and there's less chance that you aggro anything. I think I got some nice screenshots. Maybe this one is better. F8. I think I'm getting some screenshots. I hesitate to check, but if not, I can always come back. Let's start with talking to Sot, mostly because Vavri was not in line of sight. Hammer and tongs, these papers must date back to the times of Durin's rule, a very promising find, added. Falgeir Twist-Tongue was a famous riddle master and tinkerer of words. These runes are utterly foreign to me, so I believe they may be a special language he made up. You should hang on to these papers in case you see any of these runes in Moria. I have a feeling old Falgeir left some puzzles to be solved. And there you got some infused garnet, which you can use later on over talking to the guys over here. So there's another one. You found a journal on the road with the objective of recovering this book. Amazing, but alas, the years of the foul verming infesting Khazad-dûm have been most unkind. So many pages are ruined. No matter. With enough time, I am sure I can piece it back together, even if it takes me years. A journal of a fallen dwarf pointed to you to the levers of the Dolphin View water sources? How strange. What a brave dwarf. And you were very good for making the effort on his behalf, whoever he was. It will be some time before we can spare a team of craftsmen to go down there and try to repair them. How sad that one should fall while pursuing fruitless endeavors. What does Lagui say? You have had some strange encounters, to be sure. The White Hand and Uruks and goblins and rutsacks and deep rifts. Better you than me at it. Well, I'm glad you made it back safe and sound. Take your rest here at the Dolphin View, where the light is bright and the fire is warm. little bit more expensive. Right, this is for the next one. He's talking about the cooling chamber, which is right there. And the other one is the deep descent. And that is here. So we will be going away from this place. We'll be doing a little bit more in the dolphin view. Let's talk to Mundgeir and Fastar. I think. Can continue quest. Oh, I'm traveling to the old. What's this? Oh. If you do this and you're not reading everything, you're not paying attention, you can right click, you can do all sorts of things and leave instance and yes, and you should be back to where you were. Close enough. I need to read this better. Maybe I need to do those quests? No. You can only do this after you have gotten an infused garnet. Let's abandon the quest. Oh, takes 30 minutes. Anyway, that's that. You can piece out what that is, I think, on your own, because what it is actually you need the infused garnet, you need to do an instance, and then you get the rewards. Yes, I'm not going to the prancing pony, so that is a good idea to bind here. It would be a tragedy if I ended up in Brie without an easy way to get here. We loot, and then we say goodbye. Bye-bye.